So in that case, then I will jump into the topic that we have been contemplating on. Right? Yeah. So, which topic we are contemplating on? Vishuddhi. Yeah. So the purification, 7 purifications. Yeah. What are they?
Sila Visuddhi, Chitta Visuddhi, Ditthi Visuddhi, Kanka Vitarana, Makka.
It's like a very tough exam.
Kanka Vitarana.
Kanka Vitarana, Makka, Jnana Darsana. I remember the last one.
Which one? Who remembers? Satish is Chitta.
I'm looking at it, so I can't answer.
Last one is that you know that you have achieved it, so I don't know
Yeah.
the name of it, but that's
So that's the Jnana Darsana.
Jnana Darsana, last one.
Yeah. Okay. Second last is the Patipada.
Patipada, okay. Makka.
So these are the 7 purifications. So number 1, Sila Visuddhi, is purification of a morality. Second one, Chitta Visuddhi, purification of a mind. Third one, Ditthi Visuddhi, purification of understanding. And then the fourth one, Kankha Vitarana Visuddhi, purification of a doubt. And then the fifth one, what is fifth one? Makka Jnana Visuddhi. So knowing that which path is right and which path is not right. Alright, so that is purification of the path and wrong path. Right path and a wrong path. And then after that, the purification, Patipada Jnana Visuddhi. So after that, knowing that how to work, or how to practice, the purification of the practice, proper way of a practice. And then after that, the Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. So then you have understood the path. So these are the 7 Visuddhis that is the foundation for the path of purification, as I have said and explained. And it's been a couple of the nights that I have been explaining on the first one, which is the Sila Visuddhi, or a purification of morality or precepts. Now, in that purification of the precepts as the foundation for the rest of other things, I was talking in different aspects of it. And last week, I spoke about effort and mindfulness required to practice the precepts. And once we have applied the effort and mindfulness correctly, then we will able to understand the difference between the general practice of a morality and then the morality towards the ultimate, so-called paramattha, ultimate practice. Now with that, then you may have heard me saying again and again every time when you observe the sila, at the end of the observation of the sila, saying Silena Sugating Yanti, Silena Bhoga Sampada, Silena Niputing Yanti. Tasma Silang Visodaye. Do you know what does it mean? Silena Sugating Yanti. With the practice of this morality, can be caused to reborn in the heavens. Silena Bhoga Sampada. With the practice of a sila, may be caused to gain the bhoga sampada, material gains. Wealth. And then silena niputinyanti means the attainment of nibbana. With the practice of the sila, it can be leading to the attainment of the nibbana. So these are the three things always summarized at the end of whoever observes the sila, saying that now you have observed the sila. So with this, these are the three possibilities. Among these three, now when we look at it, the first one, the second one actually, the bhoga sankati, that's the reason sometimes people practice sila. After I practice the sila, may I gain the wealth, may I have a good house, may I have a good car, like that. So that's sort of a wish, and then they practice the sila. Then that sila practice is still good, but regarded as inferior sila practice. Inferior sila practice. And with this practice, now if you don't get it, then this Ajahn is no good. He's not powerful one. It's like coming to see Ajahn and then, Ajahn, can you give me a sila? And then now you observe 5 precepts and then sila and sukating, and after that you're giving a blessing, and then without me knowing they will be making a vows. After my practice, may I gain this, may I gain that. And then you don't get it. Ajahn Suzanne is no powerful. So
but that's greed, isn't it?
That's why it's just inferior.
So I thought that was the total opposite from what you were meant to be gaining through meditation, is get rid of greed.
Yeah, we're talking about the purification of precepts, sila. Yeah. So, and then what happens after that, right? But if you have made a vow and then even you get something, Ajahn is powerful. Suppose you bought a lottery ticket and then 3 numbers, and then 3 numbers matches, and maybe I have to go back and practice sila a little bit more. It's like Ajahn Kamban. He was here for 3 months last year, and one of his relatives won the lottery. Not won the lottery, so went to check their astrology, and an astrologer said that every day you offer 3 cups of coffee to the monks, then you will be lucky. And I said that we need these astrologers a lot. So like that. So that's why it is known as the inferior precepts. It's not being fully purified yet. And with that purification, it's like Gavin said, it's based on greed. And if you do not get what you want, not only you are blaming to somebody, but you're also thinking that's not worthy of yourself. So like that. And then the second one, the second one is the wishing to be reborn in the heavenly worlds. Which again, quite a number of people thinking that after practicing this, may I be reborn in a heavenly world. So this is again little better, better than hoping for the material gain. So this is also regarded as the inferior, maybe middle one, medium type of moral practice. Because with this practice, the second one, with this practice, one will have this feeling of a shame and a feeling of the dread if you have done anything wrong. That's why the sila also is a part of the virtues that one makes to be the Sala or heavenly beings. So in the front and even in the back, that person will be conscious of the sila. Right? So it's called a hiri and a otapa. A person who is practicing sila, hoping to be reborn in a heavenly world, then would have these further two principles, the virtues called hiri and otapa. So feeling of a shame of committing anything wrong, and also feeling a dreadfulness, the consequences may well receive. So will not commit. So with that, they will be reborn in the heavens. So that's why this second one is regarded as the middle one, it's medium good moral practice that you have purified. And then the third one is sugating. The third one is nibhuting. This is quite a hard one. This is the top one. This is the one that also known as the adisila. So you're very conscious of your actions and you're practicing simply towards the attainment of the complete freedom. Right? So you're purifying the sila, not to gain anything else, but to make the path to develop your practice. The simile is given that suppose you're lost in the middle of the forest, and you're trying to find the right path, and you're walking towards making the path properly, and with that practice it helps to calm the mind, and it aids towards the calmness of the mind, right? So that's why we have to look at the third one. We practice to further on. So the simile given is that you are in a comfort zone. Right? So in a comfort zone, in order to go into somewhere very unknown, you will be grabbing something that is familiar one or close to one. So that is the sila, that it's within your control, within your understanding of that, and you know that it's a safe place to be. In the case of the scripture description, that you are on the first chariot, which is just next to your door, gate. So as soon as you come out from the palace, you jump into this first chariot, and you are comfortable with that, and you are driving on that chariot. So like that, right? So that's why this sila has so many varieties, so many ways we have to look at it, and now we practice the 5 precepts in the basic form. If we are practicing sila, these 5 precepts, and we are practicing simply to gain something out of it, then it's inferior. And also practicing, hoping that after this practice may I be reborn in heavens, then still not completely purified, but it should be towards the freedom, that free ourselves, so that it helps us to clear our mind. So now we are just about in a verge towards jumping to the next cart now. That's the chitta. Until then, the practice becomes still fuzzy, practice becomes still not fully purified yet. So, now after we understand that, then now the sila classified into 4 different categories now. Right? these are 4 different categories. Starts from, do you know? Who knows? Patimokkha Sangvara Sila. What is next? Satish, you know? Indriya Sangvara Sila. And then Pachaya Nisinna Sila. And then I forgot the last one. There are 4. Yeah, but in part of purification, more than 4, but it's come into categorized into 4. Right? Pachaya Nisinna Sila, and then Patimokkha Sangvara Sila, Indriya Sangvara Sila, Pachaya Nisinna Sila. What is the next one?
Ajiva.
Ajiva Parisuddha Sila. Okay,
That's
yeah.
the third one.
Yeah, that's the third one. Ajiva Parisuddha Sila. So these are the 4 silas been categorized. Now if you read the books, when you look at the books and read the books on the path, on the purification of the precepts, straight away jump into that now, rather than whatever I had explained in the past couple of weeks. It doesn't touch that. Right? It doesn't explain, doesn't put the foundation in this way. Now if you read, now this is the beginning of that as the foundation. So on these 4, I will talk following weeks. Right? I will end here. So anything you want to ask, anything before we practice loving kindness meditation? So once we have finished these 4 silas or 4 moral practices, then that completes the purification of our morality. Okay? So I end here. Okay? Now let's practice the loving kindness meditation.